Cause quitting is never an option.
And here's the myth. Do artists really need drugs to be inspired? Here's Travis' opinion.
Yeah, I think that's a myth. I think that's like weak people like need all that weird shit just to like get all like tapped into their fucking brain. Like I think knowledge is power. Drugs is just like, you know, a mental cool down. It just put me at ease. I don't tap into drugs to like say what's on my mind. I can do that shit sober. I am a drug sober.
Actually, this reminds me of what Rick Rubin said about this topic. He said that he has never ever been drunk or high, yet you can still be amazed at his achievements.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the most highest potent drug sober ever. Drugs is what actually calmed me down.
I see.
So I wouldn't recommend anyone to go pick up a fucking drug to like tap into their brain. I don't think that's where it's at. I think it's really finding who you are. That's where you really, some people might do drugs and sporadically spaz out and come up with the craziest shit possible. That's also a possibility. But I don't think I think that's in them, just to know it.
Just to know it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's what legendary Rick Rubin says about using drugs to get inspired.
Well, I saw the Chili Peppers go from a band that were very dysfunctional on a lot of drugs, which I didn't really know. I just knew that when I met them, the feeling in the room was one I didn't want to be around. And then I met them years later, and they had gotten clean. And I felt like it was a different group of people, and then we ended up making Blood Sugar Sex Magic, which ended up being a very successful album for them. And then I produced most of their albums since.
You don't need drugs to be inspired, not at all. In fact, they can destroy everything. Let's assume that using drugs is indeed beneficial and allows you to see or feel things you wouldn't otherwise, as some artists claim. But I'm completely against this idea. At what cost? Simply showing up and doing the work every day can inspire you. In fact, the muse will provide you with plenty to work on if she sees you working. So why destroy yourself and seek inspiration at such a high cost when you can easily connect with the muse without any side effects?
That's the shit that get me going. That type of shit right there. Not being accepted is like my whole driver. Like, people not fucking with me. I just want to prove a point that I'm not as bad as. I just want to know what you don't fuck with, you know, and that's always helpful information.
In reality, writing isn't the hard part. It's having the mindset to help you push through tough times that's challenging. If criticism hits you hard at the beginning of your songwriting process, it just indicates that you don't have the solid mindset to help you go through that phase.
I was trying to go to the store and it's like mad people surrounding the car and I can't get out, and it takes me like 20 minutes to get out the fucking car and shit. Like, I don't want to wait to get out the fucking, take 20 minutes to get the fuck out the car. Like, I just
You don't
want to
like
get out the
being
car.
famous.
It's not about just being famous. It's just about not doing what I want to do when I want to do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Rules and shit.
Guess what? Fame can destroy your peace. Many of us yearn for it, but look at what people who have it are saying. Instead of focusing on how to attain it, concentrate on writing the most beautiful songs you can.
I'm in a way better mental spot than I was maybe 5 years ago. I guess some frustrations transition to other frustrations, but it's like a better frustration.
One thing I'm definitely sure of is that humans can't eliminate frustration from their lives. So, there will always be things to worry about. It's a blessing to worry about things related to creativity. It's like choosing the type of suffering, as Jerry Seinfeld said, that we're comfortable with because life is suffering. But at least you can choose the ones that help you have a strong mentality. This way, you'll feel happy like Travis.
I'm just very ambitious, and I'm just like, I'm driven to like go somewhere like where there's like architecture, just design, or just like a super high level creativity. I'm trying to just hit that level. To be honest, I wouldn't even put myself in neither category. They both have stereotypes, right? And I'm just like I'm a person that go against all types of stereotypes. And I feel like I just create music for living. That's it.
Maybe it seems odd to you, but for me, when you label yourself into one specific category, it feels like you're closing off possibilities. And I hate that. I want to be creative with an open mind. I mean, I want to try new things and see how they turn out. Like recently, I was listening to legendary record producer Rubin, and he was talking about how he's open to trying new things. Artists come to him with ideas that might not sound good initially, but because he's open to possibilities, he always says, "Let's try and see how that idea sounds in practice." And he admitted that the result is always wonderfully new. He's always left in awe thinking, "Wow, what was that?"
I don't make it for like, it's not a specific color, race, sex, gender. It's just for like a lifestyle.
Sure.
Now whether you deem it as rock star or hip hop, it's up to you. But to me, it's just like music. I think now it's good that some of the digital stuff is catching up to like music and like really what people are listening to. The internet is always the king of everything. I love the internet. I'm not an internet hater.
You're like a digital native, really. I guess you can't. Do you remember times before the internet? Not really.
Nah, I'm part of dial-up gang. What's up? You know how we rocking AOL. You know how we rocking.
In my opinion, the internet can be both good and bad. It's wonderful that you can access songs in less than a second right at your fingertips. However, if it makes you lazy, it's bad for creativity. Creativity requires hard work, as Picasso said, "Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working." Unfortunately, what the internet is doing now is speeding up the process of creating things. Writing on your phone may not be a good thing, because there is a connection between your mind and your hand when you use pen and paper. They are constantly working together. There is nothing great about making things as fast as you can. Like David McCullough, the author, said, "I love the feeling of making something with my hands. People say, but with a computer, you could go so much faster." Well, I don't want to go faster. If anything, I should go slower.
I do still have a connection to that, and I do still respect, the whole culture that, my DJ Chase B, we come from that whole like study of just like those times where shit was just analog, and I love that. I still go by that to this day. Even though I'm from the digital world, I still think it's an importance of knowing like analog shit, knowing how to do shit on hand. It's part of me. It's just my liking, But I still feel like digital is a super main drive, and I'm in love with that too.
Want to know how Doja Cat writes her songs? So, let's dive into that. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed it.